Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Bruce here, traveling with Bruce. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to the live show for December the 16th, 2019. Can you believe it's almost Christmas? I mean, can you believe it? I'm not even ready for last year's Christmas, and here we are talking about this year's Christmas. This is insane. I think we should skip Christmases every second year. When you get over 60, every second year, I need time, man. I need help. How's it going, you guys? Welcome to the channel, the show. It's Bruce here from Creston, British Columbia here in Canada. It is snowing outside right now. I just took a look. We had cloudy weather all day long today, and it is now snowing out, and we got about 1/4 of an inch. I don't know how much we're getting, but it's cold enough not to melt. And so what can I tell you? It is what it is. We love talking about cruise ships here, cruise ship holidays, cruise ship getaways, news, events, all the latest on what's going on. And I welcome you to the show. If any of you are new and you've never been here before, say hi to me. You'll notice comments are coming in already. People have been talking to each other here. They do that every week. I'm live every Monday at 8 o'clock for this show. I'm live every Monday at 7 o'clock for an exclusive hangout show just for sponsor members. If you would like to become a sponsor member of this channel, hit the join button that you might see on your device. I don't quite know which devices, how they work nowadays, but there's a join button to become a member of the TWB family. Join my sponsor member group. You get to join me every Monday at 7 o'clock Eastern time for a 1-hour hangout where we just talk about whatever we want to talk about. Ask Bruce anything on that show. And then you get to use a whole bunch of emojis that are exclusively designed just for you. And you might notice that Brittany Lockwood is popping up a couple emojis right now. She just joined and became a sponsor member last week. She's got her emojis. Others are here. You'll notice sponsor members, their names are highlighted in green. Their names are in green, and they have a little logo beside their name. And I'd love to have a bunch more of you become sponsor members of the show. I also produce videos just for sponsor members from time to time, some of the behind-the-scenes stuff that's going on. So welcome all of you. Kelly, there's Kelly Haston showing some beach balls today. Welcome, Kelly, to the channel. This is great. If you're new, like I said, say hi to me. Pop up a little message and say, hi, Bruce, watching you for the first time from, tell me where you are. Where are you watching me from, folks? Out there, all of you out there, tell me what your temperature was today. Are you still getting summer temperatures down south, or has winter come your way? Of course, this is your chance to make us jealous. Ed Tolson, how you doing, buddy? I see those propellers. Welcome to the show. Another sponsor member has arrived. Again, thank you for being here. We love talking about cruise ships, cruise ship developments, and what a week we've had. All kinds of stuff been going on. It's been a real rough week for me. I gotta tell you, I was following the story regarding the volcano that exploded in New Zealand and killed, now was it 16 confirmed deaths now. Bunch of people in hospital, critical condition, serious burns, over large percentage burns over their bodies. It's just awful. I have had a real tough time. I've made about 3 or 4 update videos. I promise to keep folks updated through my channel. And these have been the hardest videos I've ever had to make. They're not technically difficult to make. They're just emotionally difficult videos to make, and I wanted to treat the people, the victims of this tragedy, their families, the survivors and their families, the guests on the Ovation of the Seas, the wonderful people of New Zealand, the wonderful people of Australia. I want to treat them all with the utmost of respect. Reverence. I've been trying to imagine how bad it is for loved ones, friends, and just acquaintances, what they've been going through in the last week. It's horrific. I know of it. I'm certain of it. I remember how I felt personally when 9/11 happened to my dear friends in the USA. Still with me to this day. September 11th is not an easy day, even in Canada. But this is a tragic day. Like I say, I've now done, I think, 4 videos as gently and as tastefully as I can, but yet give you the info as to what's happening and what's going on. And it's been tough. It really has been tough. I really feel for the people down there. It has just not been a good week for those folks. Other than that, I have been busy here with other cruise news. I did a couple videos about the P&O cruise ship, the Ventura. That ship lost her engines about a week and a bit ago. She was stranded in Tenerife in the Canary Islands. Good news, the ship got back to port with the help of some tugs, and then they just sat in port, and they had electrical power for all the passengers. They had air conditioning, they had showers running, they had the toilets running, they could feed everybody. But they had to spend an extra, 4 days down there, and then finally come back to Southampton. They got home last night, and I believe the ship left today on her next trip. So way to go, P&O. Way to go, Ventura. I'm happy to hear. It sounds like the repairs have worked, but they had to fly parts and technicians and mechanics down there to get that ship fixed. It was a mess. So good news on that story. Other things I've done this week is I've uploaded some videos this week. I don't know if not too many of you have seen them, I'm pretty sure, because I'm looking at the video counts and they're not doing that well. I've done about 4 videos so far that are trivia style videos where I'm asking you, can you guess what is this ship called? What's this port called? What is this? What is that? I'm still working on refining how to do these videos, but I want to do about 20 of these trivia videos that cover traveling and other topics, and put a playlist together and see if these videos over time can act as a way for people to discover the channel. I want to do more travel trivia type videos and make them a little more informative rather than purely a guessing game kind of video. I want to sort of add more information with these videos so that if you watch the video, you'll go, oh, out of the 10 questions, I knew 5 of the answers or 7 of the answers, but I didn't know a lot of little things that he talked about. And so I want to make them entertaining from that aspect, and I'll be refining them and continue to improve on them if I can. I hope you enjoy them. Check them out. I've made a playlist already for trivia videos. I've got 4 in the playlist so far, and I'll be adding more. Tonight, after this show is over, I will be uploading a video about an hour after I'm off the air. So if you're still awake out there on the East Coast or in Europe or Ireland or wherever you're watching me from, there's a video coming out tonight. I'm going to be talking about the Port Everglades or Fort Lauderdale. I'm going to be talking about Fort Lauderdale in this video, about how they set a single day world record for the most number of passengers to be turned over in one day. Unbelievable story, an incredible accomplishment for these guys. I have to say, well done. I congratulate Port Everglades on this phenomenal feat. A total of, just so you know, 55,964 passengers got off and got on cruise ships in one day in one port, and that is Fort Lauderdale or Port Everglades, just about 30 miles north of Miami. That is the 3rd busiest cruise port in the United States. Behind Miami and Port Canaveral is Port Everglades in Fort Lauderdale. And so I'm just putting a video together with a bunch of photos of the port, a satellite image of the port, and a bunch of ships, all the ships involved in the feat, and congratulations to everyone. If you add in all the crew that had to also be looked after, this would be provisions. I'm talking about, what I'm trying to think about here is when you have 55,964 people turning over, you're talking about offloading all their luggage. Those are getting off the ship, half of that number, and all their garbage from the leftover, from the ship, the trip they just had, then putting all the luggage on for the next batch, and all the food and provisions. But you also have to put all the food and provisions on for the crew, because you got to feed the crew for the week that they're going on this cruise as well. So we're dealing here with provisions and garbage and what have you for over 77,000 people. This is all happening from about 5 in the morning until 5 in the evening. It's a 12-hour window approximately. Some of the ships get in at 4 in the morning, some leave at 7 at night, but kind of over 10, 12, 14 hours, you are handling all the garbage, all the food, the luggage for passengers and crew. 77,000 total souls have to be looked after every turnaround. And of course, Fort Lauderdale has ships coming and going every day. It's not like only once a week. Every day ships are coming and going. But on this particular day, which I will mention in the video itself, they had 55,964. Well done, all those workers. I was just thinking today about the TSA guys, all the men and women of the Homeland Security Department with the TSA, the border security. My gosh, the responsibility that those folks have and the amount of work that they put in. And for this to happen here, we're talking about 9 ships that had to be taken care of, offloaded and onloaded. This is a serious deal, and they are under unbelievable pressure to deliver. Never make a mistake, because it only takes one mistake to have an incident. Fantastic group of people out there at all the ports, at all the airports. We complain about them a lot, but I got to tell you, 99.9999999 and more % of them are fantastic, hardworking, dedicated people who keep us safe in the skies and on the water. And I do appreciate it. Of course, I appreciate the border guys right here in Creston. I'm 3 miles north of the U.S. border, and right over here is Idaho. And we crossed last week. Jennifer and I went to Costco and met one of the border guys there, and they're all business. Let me tell you, they don't do a lot of small talk. They get to the point. Let me see your passport, please, and they make sure that everybody coming in is okay to come in. I'm good with that. Same thing coming back to Canada. They do a good job too. Anyway, there you have it. The ships in Port Everglades, by the way, that set this record, here they are: Adventure of the Seas, Allure of the Seas. Those are both Royal Caribbean ships. Carnival's Magic, the Celebrity Edge. Holland America had 2 ships, the Eurodam and the New Staten Dam. The Regal Princess, the Sky Princess from Princess Cruise Lines. And then there was a ferry that goes to Freeport in the Bahamas, comes out of Port Everglades, called the Jome 2, and that's with a cruise line known as the Balearia Caribbean Ferry Cruise Line. That ship handles 654 passengers and up to 155 cars at a time between Fort Lauderdale and Freeport in Bahamas. How about that? So with all those combined, one heck of a busy day. Way to go, cruise lines and passengers, and all you passengers out there who are part of it. Well done as well, because folks had to arrive, get into hotels, get a rental car, whatever, get to the port, then come back. And oh my gosh, the logistics are just phenomenal. Absolutely amazing. I did a video, by the way, a couple of days ago where I was talking about a couple of topics, one of which was the topic that's been sort of making a bit of news. I don't know if you folks seen this. I see it because I follow cruise news all the time. It's talking about the city of Oakland. The city of Oakland has a problem that virtually, I'm sorry to say it, but virtually all American cities have got this problem. Homelessness, people on the streets. And Oakland has got a real issue because there isn't much further west you can go when you get to Oakland. There's the Pacific Ocean. There's Frisco, and they got homeless there. Oakland has its homeless. I've heard statistics, something like a few years ago, it was 1,800 people estimated on the streets of Oakland. Now it's over 3,200, 3,400. It's growing. And one of the council members for the city of Oakland made a proposal, an idea. What about looking into using a cruise ship to house homeless people? Would why don't we look at that? Why don't we buy, as a city, why don't we buy one of these older cruise ships, maybe 20-year-old, 30-year-old cruise ship, refurbish it just for people to live on it year round, or let's say temporarily for like 6 months to a year kind of thing. I think that's the mentality that's being tossed around here. Bring the ship into Oakland, have it down at the docks at the port of Oakland, connect it to shore power so the engines don't have to run because it's an old ship. Connect it to the water supply. So we've got electricity and water and sewage, and hire people to run the ship to keep it mechanically going. And then we have social workers handling we can handle like 1,000 homeless people on board these ships. We should look into that. And on the surface, it sounds like a noble idea. The heart is in the right place. The head is in the right place. But here's the reality. I would bet you there have been probably 50 cities around the world that are on water, on the water's edge, that have looked into this idea. I know Boston looked into it last year. I know that Marseille looked into it. Cities around the world, honestly, countries around the world, and not one city has adopted this program. It is an impractical, unworkable idea. Now, on the surface, it sounds great, because if you could buy an old cruise ship for 25 million bucks that used to cost, was 200 million to build 25, 30 years ago, you could buy it for 25 million, gut it, take the engine out of it, because you're not going to move it. If you are moving it, it's going to scrap. I mean, the next stop after this job of housing homeless is the scrap heap. So it's just going to be salvaged. So take the engines out, take out the generators, and have on board systems that can be hooked to shore power and shore amenities to handle the homeless. For 25 million, that's not an expensive buy, because to build either apartments, apartment buildings, a campus to hold 1,000 people. Now, we're talking about 1,000 people. To build housing for 1,000 people, no matter how you want to try to do it, is going to be more than 20 million bucks. And so the city is thinking, well, wouldn't it be cheaper if we could just buy the ship and then, modify the ship, maybe another 5 million or 10 million, modify it up. And now for 30, 35 million, boom, we're ready to go. And we're on the water's edge in the port of Oakland. We'll build a parking lot area. We'll have bus services there, like transit, to come and go. It's got the waters, the sewage is there, the electricity is there, and we can get people in, get them settled in, and get them settled down, and hopefully get them off the ship, within 6 months to a year, and they're back on their feet again. Maybe, isn't that the plan? But we need a place to house these people, because we got 30 plus 100, 3,200, 3,400 on the streets of Oakland, and more coming all the time. The problem is that a couple of issues. The Port of Oakland doesn't want a homeless shelter anywhere near their container port, because that's what they have now. The Port of Oakland is a container port, noisy, lots of diesel fumes and propane fumes in the air from all the ships coming and going, the transport trucks coming and going, the trains coming and going, loading and offloading all these containers. It's a 24/7 madhouse of activity, and it's not quiet. It's not necessarily all that clean either. It's rough. It's industrial. The Port of Oakland's going, we just don't have any quiet place in the corner somewhere, because we're all used up. I mean, we as the Port of Oakland are in the container business, and we are at maximum capacity and trying to do more. We want to do more business and make it efficient and as clean as possible, but this isn't going to help. That's number one. Issue number two. My hunch is that the employees that you're going to have to hire on this ship to look after these people, are probably going to have to be part of the longshoremen's union, because the waterfront of Oakland, the waterfront of Portland, of Seattle, of San Francisco, of San Jose, Los Angeles, the port of Long Beach, San Diego, that's all union territory. That you cannot hire a non-union employee anywhere down there. You know that when there's a strike in the port of Los Angeles for the container port, business starts to suffer in the United States. It's a national problem. This is the same on the East Coast. It's not just a West Coast problem. So in order to have workers on the ship to serve the homeless, they're going to have to be made members of the Teamsters Union, the Longshoremen's Union. And they're going to have to be paid equal salaries to the container ship employees. And these guys and girls are some of the highest paid people in all of America from a unionized position, because they've got this thing wrapped up. This port is wrapped up by the union. So the city of Oakland is thinking, well, if we can get our social workers down there, you know, at 15, 20 bucks an hour with benefits, that'd be great. No, you're talking 80 bucks an hour with benefits, 60 bucks an hour, plus double time overtime, because the ship never closes. The ship is housed 24/7. People are living on that ship all the time. And you're going to need security. You're going to need maintenance for anything that breaks down. After all, we're talking probably 1,000 residents on the ship, plus 200 crew to maintain everything. These all have to be paid top dollar. I don't know what the food situation would be. I don't know if they would keep the kitchens intact and have a food program as well. It would make sense if they did. All the chefs, all the servers, all the dishwashers, all the janitors, all 60, 80 bucks an hour or more. Could be more. I don't even know the actual number. If anybody knows what these Teamsters are getting paid, please tell me. That's that logistic. The other logistic is, we're talking about a ship here. We're talking about a marine vessel and plumbing, to give you an idea. You want to house 1,000 people on a ship. You might be housing 1,000 people in 600 cabins. You know, some have double occupancy, some have single occupancy. The toilets, one of them backs up. We got a problem, because this is a contained vessel that is tiny in apartment terms. We're talking about cabins that are 220 square feet, 180 square feet. So the bathroom, you know, if the toilet backs up and it reeks of sewage, uninhabitable for the bedroom. I mean, it's right there. The bed is 5 feet away. No good. These older ships don't have balconies. These older ships don't have balcony cabins. They are, you know, with the round windows. They're ocean view at best. Then there's the inside rooms. You want to be on an inside room on a ship for a year? 185, 200 square feet with no windows. You could go crazy in there. A power failure, the ship is dark. Inside rooms, it's black. It's completely dark unless emergency systems go on, and that's only if they're maintained to the nth degree. Fire marshals, I don't think they're going to sign off on it. I don't think the fire marshal's department will sign off on this, because the fire marshal will call this a building. If you take the engines out of this ship, it can't go anywhere. That's a permanently moored structure, and you're going to have sprinkler systems installed on that ship. They don't have sprinkler systems on most of these older ships. Now you got to do that, and millions more. And this is why, from a practical point of view, from A to B to C to D to E, no city in the world has taken an old cruise ship and turned it into a homeless shelter. It doesn't fly. As a traveling passenger on a cruise ship, I'm a happy guy going on a cruise with my wife for a week in a balcony room or an inside room, let's say. And I'll tolerate the 185 square feet for 1 week. But I also know that the rest of the ship is available for my enjoyment. So in the evenings, I've got the casino, or I can walk the promenade deck, or I've got the 7 or 8 or 10 or 12 different restaurants during the day that I can frequent. I've got the entertainment in the showroom. There will be no entertainment in a showroom on a cruise ship that's being used for homeless people. So there's going to be all of these logistics that just don't exist, all these other amenities that don't exist for full-time residents. So you're going to have people willing to live in effect, a room the size of a jail cell or a little bigger for a little while, and that's not going to fly very long. It's going to drive some people stark raving mad, I would say. So I just don't see it happening. All the intentions are there, goodwill, good wishes, but I think cities like Oakland and others, if you're going to try to combat homelessness, they're sort of stuck between a rock and a hard place. The city only has so much land that it has. Other land is privately owned that the city might have to buy at market prices, expensive. Nobody wants homeless near them. Not my neighborhood. I support homelessness, to look after it, but don't build that shelter next to my house. Don't even build it next to my neighborhood. Don't build it within 5 miles of where I live, because I support homelessness, but I don't want to see it. This is the problem the cities have. So some cities, they take their older industrial buildings that were in the old downtown core, 7, 8, 10 stories tall. They gut them, renovate them, turn them into accommodation centers because no one else wants to use them for anything, practical. Yeah, I can see that. But again, you still have to have access to medical care, access to pharmaceuticals, access to hospitals, access to services. You got to have it all. And you can't take a cruise ship at the end of the port, way over there, 3 miles away from the nearest, serious roadway that the public can access. Not going to work. These folks don't have cars. They don't have bicycles. And you'd have to operate transit down there 24/7. It's just not going to happen. Anyway, I did a video about a couple of topics, including this topic, but I didn't go into the detail. I just went in with you. What are your thoughts on all of that? Let me know what you think. If you have any questions about cruising, cruise news, let me know. If I can answer it, I will. I've got trivia coming up tonight too. I look forward to doing that with you. In the meantime, let me kind of try to catch up with who's here. I see Linda Lou here telling me that gas at Costco was $2.95.9. And that would be in Reno, Nevada. Welcome, Linda Lou. Masters Game is here. Welcome. Sylvan Forrest is here. Welcome, Sylvan. Having a drambuie and a cigar after dinner in Delray Beach, Florida. Welcome, my friend. Nice to have you here. 356 days until the Harmony of the Seas group cruise. We're going on our first ever group cruise. I don't know if most of you know. I'm assuming most of you here know, but some of you might not. We are going on our own group cruise in 356 days. We're going on the Harmony of the Seas. We're going to be leaving Port Canaveral. We're going to go to Perfect Day at Coco Cay. We're going to St. Thomas and St. Kitts. 1 week cruise. We're going to have 3 sea days, and we're going to have all kinds of activities on board the ship during sea days. We're going to have lots of fun. If you've never cruised before and you've wanted to go with friends, this is your opportunity to join the TWB family. There's a whole bunch of us who love to cruise, who've been on a bunch of cruises, and hopefully we'll get a bunch of rookies to come along with us, and we'll show you the ropes on what it's like to be on a cruise ship for a week, and you'll be hanging out with seasoned cruisers, quote unquote, seasoned addicts like us. We'll have a blast. If you want to know anything about the group cruise, down below in the description underneath my head here, down here, should be a link to Ambrin Travel. And Ambrin Travel has all the details of the cruise, the itinerary, the rooms available, the cost for the rooms, and we have our own special phone number that you can call and talk to the gals at Ambrin. You'll be talking to human beings. If you want to come and join us, they will take excellent care of you. They've already got a bunch of us booked as it is, and we're looking to add more. So come on by, enjoy the cruise with us. 356 days from now. You have until next August to make your final payment. You only need to make a deposit. I think it's $250 a person now. You have until next August to make your final payment. So get your room reserved ASAP, and then come and join us next December 6th out of Port Canaveral. I'm really looking forward to this. Okay, guys. Happy holidays from Virginia. In case I miss you next week, Susan R. is saying, welcome, Susan R. Ms. X, currently 6 degrees in Tokyo, high of 9, low of 3 in Tokyo, cloudy, rainy. Welcome from Tokyo, Miss X. Nice to have you back. Great that you can join us at this ungodly hour. Megan Frost going down this week, but not much snow at least. Kelly Haston is saying hi there, Linda Lou. Linda Lou saying hello, Peter. Scott J, good day from all from Charleston, South Carolina. 76 or so today. Gas was $2.16 a gallon. What a deal. So much cheaper than Florida, and beautiful weather. That is fantastic. Brittany Lockwood, it got up to like 79 here today. They'll be dropping out overnight though. Welcome, Betty Gibson from Kelly. Sherry Awesome is here. Welcome, Sherry Awesome. Jan Unger, hi, Bruce from Fredericksburg, Texas. Jan, welcome from Fredericksburg, Texas. Nice to have you here today with me. Also, Manuel Cake Daddy Pruitt is in the house. Hey, Bruce, from Dallas, gas $2.16 a gallon, and it's cooled 37 degrees. Have a great day. Thanks, buddy. Welcome to back to my channel as always. Peter Heckema is here. Welcome, sir. Who else have we got here? Hello, Peter Heckema from Sherry. Scott J is in the house. Hi, Bruce. I was just wondering about the nautical sextant you have as your logo. Is there something more to the design than the Traveling with Bruce on the bottom? There's nothing more to it. This is a TWB shirt, official. You can get Traveling with Bruce items like T-shirts or coffee mugs, or you can get phone covers. You can get shower curtains, bathroom mats. Believe it or not, I can't believe it. Wall clocks, travel mugs, pillowcases. All of these items are available in a link below at RedBubble. I have a RedBubble store. There's a link on the top corner of my homepage, usually up one of these spots up here, and down below RedBubble. Go and visit my RedBubble store. You'll find 35 different logos. There's another one, a couple over here, another different logo right there with the propeller on it. We got 35 different logos for TWB merchandise, and a lot of folks have picked up T-shirts. Every one of these items that get picked up by one of you, it helps my cause, of course, because I earn a commission on anything that is sold. If you're in the United States, the shirts and the items are made in the USA. If you're in Australia, they're made in Australia. If you're in Canada, they're produced in Canada. So you don't have customs and duty charges to worry about. And shipping is very short and sweet because it's within your own country. Even in the UK, it's for UK. So any of you who are supporting me on RedBubble, thank you very much. And like I said, this is a Traveling with Bruce T-shirt with the sextant on it, and it's one of the most popular logos that we've sold. I don't know if you can see it right there. It's been one of the most popular logos, but this is available on all kinds of merchandise. And thank you all very much for supporting my channel. Linda Kuziak is here. Donnell is here from Ireland. Welcome, buddy, from just outside of Dublin. Ed Tolleson from New York is here. Troy H, I don't remember where Troy's from, but he's in the house. Wes Morrison from Texas. Welcome, buddy. Thank you, Wes Morrison. About a year or so ago, you sent me this cozy from Green Hall, Texas. Thank you very much. I still use it to hold my coffee mug with my caffeine-free cola. And Wes, thank you for being one of my most loyal followers. Nora Pasley, I love watching the videos. Yes, come from Jamaica. My name is Lando. Welcome, Lando from beautiful Jamaica. Cindy Whitehair, my son joined the ship today. This was his dream contract, and leaving Friday, he was not anxious to leave. Interesting. Cindy, what ship are we talking about? Give me some more details. I probably missed the info as I'm trying to catch up with everybody. Masters Game, love those videos. Megan, hi there. Kelly, Coco B #1, loving St. Pete, Florida. I don't miss Minnesota. I bet you don't. Norman Townsend, hi Bruce. Freezing rain and sleet in the burbs in Philly. Yeah, the last guy, Coca Bean, he's not missing the northern weather at all. Linda Lou, I prefer the traditional trivia that you do, Bruce. Thank you, Linda Lou. Sylvan, don't make me come down there. Coco B, I can tell Bruce does not like Royal. I don't mind Royal. I'm easy going. I just tell it as it is. Hey, my friend, I have one question. Nora is saying, I want to ask you. We have one work in Jamaica. What's it, Portland? We're not getting enough cruise ship in Portland. Okay, I'm not quite sure what this means. Are you in Jamaica, or Portland, Oregon, or Portland, Jamaica? I'm not quite sure what this means. If it's Jamaica proper, I know Jamaica has got issues with the martial law, emergency rule, and a lot of the ports are blocked off from the public. A lot of passengers won't walk freely in Jamaica, so that could be the issue. If it's Portland, Oregon, it's a seasonal port at best. Chance Landis, in Tennessee, we're under tornado warning and severe weather. Oh my gosh, You take care, Chance. Be careful up there. Roy Colella, thanks for all the videos. 77 Fahrenheit in Sydney. 64 days to the next cruise. Roy, thank you for joining me from beautiful Sydney, Australia, one of my bucket list places I'd like to get to. And we are following the story from that area down there between you and New Zealand. It's just tragic. We're following it all. Nora, so what about the ship? What about the ship? What is that? Electricity? What about that ship? No quant electricity, but I'm not sure what you mean. Brittany, the trivia videos are awesome. You have me guessing until you say whatever it is, and I might get a few right. Linda Lou, been to Port Everglades many times. Masters game. One port I haven't cruised from yet, he's saying. Kirk, good evening, Bruce and TWB family. Kirk from New York City here. Monday night football game is on. Beer on tap, right on, Kirk. Enjoy. Thank you for being here tonight. Ninok, so a few pizzas and a bucket of chicken, laughing out loud. There we go. Donnell, hi, Masters game. That makes two of us laughing out loud. Kirk Brunson throwing the emojis around. These are the emojis that the sponsor members get to use. Join today and you get to use them too. Wes, when we sailed out of Port Everglades, I could not believe how efficient they were. Right on, sir. Right on. I've heard that too. Sylvan, I enjoy going to John U. Lloyd State Park, located right next to Port Everglades. Great beach, nice place, and a good place to watch ships leave around 4 in the afternoon. Yeah, if you love ship spotting, man, Port Everglades fantastic for that, man. I agree, Wes, says Linda Lou. Any sign of the birthday boy, Thomas Henry? He's on a plane right now. He's on an aircraft heading for his next cruise. He was on the sponsor member show, said hi to us. He is turning 60 today. Happy birthday, Tom Henry. Kirk Brunson, thank you, Linda Lou. Donnell, sorry for omitting the S's Masters game. Linda Lou, Donnell, it is Tom Henry's birthday today. Sylvan, Tom Henry's on a plane right now. On his way to the next cruise. He is 60. Fantastic. Linda Kuziak is saying, Creston border guys have always been like that. My sister worked there on the Canadian side. They're just great. They're great people. Thanks, Donnell. He's a youngster. Oh, my goodness. Sylvia's in the house. Hello, strangers. Laugh. I've been listening a lot, just in case you forgot my name is Sylvia. I live in Greensboro, North Carolina. It was 63 today. Welcome, Sylvia. I'm glad you got 63 because we have like 30. We had like 28 today. That was about it. Ninok, LA is bad. He says, Sherry, say hello, Susan. Sylvia, hey, Sherry, I will need to get in touch with you for insurance for the November cruise, but I will not do that. I will do that when I get back from the January cruise. Right on. Right on, right on. Who else have we got here? Just making sure. Susan Kelly is here. Hi, Susan Kelly. How are you doing today? She's saying hi to everybody out there. Let me see. Gregory Toomer is in the house. How you doing there, buddy? What's up, buddy? How you doing? It's 1:20 a.m. in Ireland, where Donnell is in Cork, Ireland. 1:20 in the morning. That is dedication to this channel. Ninok so it's going to be a prison for the homeless, so we don't have to see it. Let's see. Linda Lou, does Paul Willigas come in for chat anymore? I listen a lot, but I haven't heard Bruce say his name. I haven't seen Paul Wilgus lately. That's true. Maria Reyes, hi, Bruce, and good evening. Oh, hi there. Who else have we got here? Sherry is saying 27 degrees, ice storm here in my area, St. Louis. Spent the day playing board games with the grand girls. Right on, Sherry. Fantastic. Sheila is here on Facebook. I'm broadcasting live, simulcasting on my Facebook channel. Those of you who are watching on Facebook, say hi to us. Welcome to the show. Sheila, sorry for lost track of time. Welcome, Sheila, to the show from the Facebook connection. Fantastic. Let's see. Who else have we got coming through here? Sean Johnson, even as this happens, how to decide who of the homeless population gets the opportunity to live on a ship? Apparently, Sean, I had heard something about they were going to make it income dependent. So if you are getting like a disability income, or you were getting some kind of a pension if you're older, it would be a percentage of your monies, maybe 20%, 30% of what you earned would be your rent in lieu of what the regular rent would be, because that's why people are on the street. They can't afford regular rent. But again, this thing can't happen. It's just unlikely to happen. I really don't think so. Serafina, oh no. Let's see. Sylvia, yes, Linda Lou on his way to Fort Lauderdale. I think his schedule is at work. I can't keep up with him. He's got too many cruises. This is Tom Henry. He's got many cruises booked right now, and he's on his way to one right now. I feel bad for the homeless people, says Serafina. Yes, Sylvan Forest, the docking fees alone would cost more than the city would be able to pay. There you go. There's another issue. Exactly right. Let's see here. DJ Marshall. Sorry, now I just lost that message. Oh my gosh. Every once in a while, I'll have a message and it'll just skip 20 spots and I'll lose this person. And let me just see if there. No, where am I? Here we go. Hi, Bruce. Great to see you. DJ, welcome. DJ Marinelli, not even Marshall. DJ Marinelli, welcome to the show. Sorry for getting your last name wrong. I'm desperately trying to read these comments. Let's give Bruce a thumbs up. I only see a couple so far. Thank you for those of you who can spare thumbs ups for this show. I do appreciate it. Megan, the days will go fast till the cruise. That's true. We are, when I started our countdown, we did our countdown, it was like 380 days. Now it's 356. It's just going. Let's see. Nina, I wouldn't call a meal at 8:20 p.m. lunch, Sylvan. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. Maria saying, I'm in Orlando. Contact me when you come so I can meet you and your bride. How about that? DJ Marinelli. Hi, Bruce. I'm a seasoned All America cruiser, but I'm heading out on the Serenade of the Seas on January the 10th. Anyone been on her before? Any thoughts? Has anyone been on the Serenade of the Seas? To let DJ know what he is in for. Let's see. Maria, I'm a previous crew member and was on board for 9 months 23 years ago. Right on. Linda Lou, I'm so surprised that you chose such a big ship, Bruce, for your first cruise. Donnell, I'm not eating now. What I do is season and cook it for tomorrow. Right now, I should be seasoning some chicken and putting it in the oven, but I'm listening to Bruce. It's her guilty pleasure. I'm her guilty pleasure. Terry Gallant is here. French Lake, New Brunswick is in the house. Welcome, Terry Gallant from NB. French Lake, nice to have you here, sir. Fantastic. Susan R., happy birthday, Tom Henry. Sylvia, Sylvan, that's the name of the park. I see the people in the park all the time on the webcam looking at the ships. I said I would love to be at that park. Donnell, it was about 46 degrees here today. Winter has arrived. Johnny V, bonjour. Bonsoir, Mr. Bruce. Welcome, Johnny V, to the show. I think I've caught up the messages. I cannot believe I've caught the messages. It is awesome. Thank you for being here today, joining me. Anyone have any questions other than I had that one there about the Royal Caribbean ship, but I don't know if anyone's been on that ship or not. I have not myself. Are you ready for some trivia, guys? Would you like to try your hand at some trivia tonight? I've got some trivia questions, and we're ready to put them up here. Let me set up the first one right now. The first one coming your way, let me see here. Oh, yeah, this is a good one right here. It's a music trivia question. And the question has to do with how long it's been between #1 hits, the longest #1 hit appearances for certain artists. And I wonder if you want to try this one. So the deal is sorry, folks, let me just see if I can find it. Here we go. The trick is, give me the name of an artist. I'll give you some songs that the last #1 hit and then the next #1 hit. You tell me who it is, and we'll see how you guys do on this one. A lot of them you know, so this is not going to be not that difficult, I don't think. Let me just double check here, make sure everything I've got working here. Working on my phone here because I have to use it now for questions. So bear with me, folks, while I set this up, and we'll get right into your answers for the first trivia question of the night. There we go. Okay, here we are. We are up. All right, there we are. There we are. And let me just get you some questions, and we'll see what you can do. Ninox and Michael Jackson was born in '58. Oh, that's kind of nice. All right, here we go. Here is the record holder, I think. This individual went 1,303 weeks between #1 hits. That's 52 weeks a year. That's got to be 20. Yeah, that is 25 years between #1 hits. The song that this artist had as a #1 was in 1974 called Dark Lady. But in 1999, the next #1 hit was called Believe. Who was this artist that had these 2 #1 hits, one in 1974 and one in 1999 for 1,303 weeks between #1s. It's the longest stretch from 1958 to 2018. Dark Lady and Believe. Anybody know who might we have? Oh, Noah, I can't fool you. Terry Gallant, Susan R. Cher. Yeah, absolutely right. Cher is the answer. Cher went 25 years between #1 hits. Unbelievable. Of course, Cher was kind of busy in between #1s. She had a television show or two, and she did a few movies, won a couple of Oscars, made a few $1 million in real estate. I mean, Cher is no dummy. She's done rather well for herself. All right, here's the next one. Tell me the artist that I'm looking for. The last hit was in 1966. The next hit was in 1998. That would be 1,143 weeks between #1 hits. And the old #1 in 1966 was Good Vibrations. That should give it away. The next one was Kokomo in 1988. Who am I talking about? What artists are we talking about here from 1966 to 1988 to have a #1 hit over 22 years away? The Beach Boys. That's right. Susan R., you got it. Mike Bush, you got it. Linda Lou, you got it. It's the Beach Boys. All right, here's the next one. The song was in 1967 and then 1987. The first song was Respect. The second song was I Knew You Were Waiting for Me. Who's that artist? RESECT? Who am I talking about? #1 hits between 1967 and 1987. 20 years. Who am I after? Aretha. You got it, Nina. And same with you, Noah. You got Aretha Franklin. Absolutely. All right, here we go. 1976 to 1992. Don't Go Breaking My Heart and Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. What is the name of this artist? I couldn't believe it. It was 16 years between #1 hits for this artist. I could not believe it, but it was 16 years. Kirk Brunson, Elton John. Yeah, Elton John, 805 weeks without a #1 hit for Elton John. Okay, here we go. 1959, Lonely Boy. 1974, You're Having My Baby. Who did those two #1 hits? One in 59, one in 74, 785 weeks. That's a long time between one and the other. Who have we got here between Lonely Boy and You're Having My Baby? Linda Lou, Paul Anka. Absolutely right. Paul Anka is right. Okay, here we go. From 79 to 94, the first song was Do You Think I'm Sexy? The second song is All for Love. Who was the artist that didn't go for the #1 hit for almost 15 years? Do You Think I'm Sexy? All for Love. Who am I talking about here? I'm sure one of you guys will pick this one off real fast. There it is, Masters Game. Rod Stewart. That's right. 777 weeks between #1 hits. Okay, 1973 and 1988. The 1973 song was Give Me Love, Give Me Peace on Earth. The 1988 song was Got My Mind Set on You. Got my mind set on you. I got my mind set on you. Who did those two hits from 73 to 88, 759 weeks without a #1 hit? It was not John Lennon. No, it was George Harrison. Right on, BC. George Harrison. All right, here we go. 1962 until 1975. 13 years. Breaking Up Is Hard to Do in 1962. And Laughter in the Rain in 1975. Who am I talking about? This guy did a tribute song for John Lennon in 75 as well. Another big hit for this guy. He hadn't been in the charts for a long time. Neil Sedaka, Linda Lou, Noah, Masters Game, BC, all of you got it. Neil Sedaka. He had about 3 or 4 hits in the 70s and back to oblivion. Okay, 1964 until 1977, all right? 1964, the song was called Do-Wah-Diddy. And in 1977, it was called Blinded by the Light. Who did those two songs as #1 hits? Do-Wah-Diddy and Blinded by the Light. 64 to 77, 13 years. And it's Manfred Mann. It's Manfred Mann's Earth Band. Absolutely right. Any of you got that? You got it correct. Alrighty, 1964 to 76. Ragdoll in 1964, and December 1963, Oh What a Night, in 1977. Does anyone remember, or 76, anyone remember who did those two songs? Ragdoll and December 1963, Oh What a Night. And we'll just see here. I'm Just a Poor Boy. Aerosmith, Boston, no. Four Seasons, yes. The Four Seasons, 64 to 76. All right, 1968 to 1979. This Guy's in Love with You in 1968. And Rise in 1979. Who am I talking about here? This gentleman had a band that he named after himself. He ended up owning half of A&M Records, became a multi-hundred millionaire many times over. Who am I talking about? This guy played a trumpet, and he sang on the first song, This Guy's in Love with You, but he didn't sing on the second song. It was just an instrumental, but it was a #1 hit. Masters Game, Herb Alpert from A&M Records. Herb Alpert, he owned half of A&M Records. Sold, I believe, to Sony for $400 million. Alrighty, 1974 to 1986. The 1974 song, Then Came You. The 1986 song, That's What Friends Are For. Do you remember that song? That song was way bigger, a bigger hit than the first one. Who am I talking about? 1974 to 86. Then Came You, and That's What Friends Are For. Anybody know who we are talking about? Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Coming through here, Dionne Warwick. Absolutely right. It's Dionne Warwick, 1974 to 1986. All right, 1999 to 2008. Baby One More Time was the first song, and Womanizer was the second song in 2008. 1999 to 2008, who am I talking about? What is the artist that we're talking about here? Baby One More Time and Womanizer. And it's Britney. Nina, you got it. It's Britney Spears. Absolutely right. Alrighty, 1963 until 1973. The 1963 #1 hit was called Fingertips Part 2. The 1973 song was called Superstition. Who are I talking about with this one? Fingertips Part 2 and Superstition. 63 to 73. 10 years between #1s, but this guy had a lot of hits. Stevie Wonder, absolutely no. BC, you got it. Stevie Wonder, he had a lot of hits between it, but not #1s. Interesting. Alrighty, 2007 to 2016. This is for you younger kids out there. What Goes Around Comes Around was the 2007 song. Can't Stop the Feeling in 2016. Can't Stop the Feeling has only been watched, I don't know, 1 billion times on YouTube as a video. Who am I talking about here? What Goes Around Comes Around from 2007 and Can't Stop the Feeling 2016. Who are we talking about for #1 hits? There it is. Terry, Noah, Justin Timberlake. Yes, sir. Well done, you guys. Alrighty, 1975 until 1983. 1975, the song was called Fame. 1983, the song was called Let's Dance. The song Fame in 1975 featured John Lennon as backup vocals. This individual who produced this song, who sang this song, who was the lead singer, made a wager with John Lennon that if the song Fame became a #1 hit, John Lennon would join this guy on stage live at Madison Square Garden, and it would be his first live appearance since 1960s, since about the 70s when he was doing peace rallies. Who am I talking about? Here we go. It's David Bowie. Everyone is getting David Bowie. Beautiful job, you guys. David Bowie. Fame and Let's Dance. Already, 1962 to 1969. The 62 song was called Good Luck Charm. The 1960 song was called Suspicious Minds. I think all of you should be getting this one. There should be no excuse. You should all get this one. Who am I talking about here? Good Luck Charm and Suspicious Minds, 1962 to 1969, between #1 hits. BC, you're the first one in. And Nina, Terry, Noah. Well, you missed it, Noah. Elvis is the question, is the answer. Well, that's right, Elvis Presley. All right, here we go. 1977 until 1984. The 1977 number one hit was Sir Duke. The 1984 number one song was I Just Called to Say I Love You. We've already had this guy. He did it again. He went another 384 weeks without a number one hit. But he had two biggies, Sir Duke and I Just Called to Say I Love You. Who am I talking about? Stevie Wonder. Absolutely right. Little Stevie Wonder. All right, 1972 until 1979. The 72 song was called Ben. The 1979 song was Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Someone has guessed this before it even started the quiz, but I want to hear it right now. Who am I talking about? 72 to 79, Ben and Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Who am I referring to here? Yes, Michael Jackson, Linda Lou, Noah, Masters Game, Najima, BC, all, Susan, are you all got Michael Jackson? Well done. All right, here we go. 1962 until 1969. The 1962 song was called Sheila. The 1969 song was called Dizzy. You remember who am I talking about here? Sheila and Dizzy are the names of the two songs from 62 to 69. This is from my youth. I'll tell you that. I was about 14, 15. I was 14 when Dizzy came out. I remember this song. BC, you got it. Tommy Rowe. Absolutely right. Tommy Rowe. Well done. All righty. 1972 until 1978. Song Blue from 1972. And You Don't Bring Me Flowers. 1978. Who am I talking about? The legendary performer. Song Blue and You Don't Bring Me Flowers. Who am I dealing with here? From 72 to 78. Yes, BC, Susan, Neil Diamond, Masters Game, Neil Diamond, the one and only. Okay, 2002 until 2009. From 2002, the song is called A Moment Like This. 2009, the song was called My Life Would Suck Without You. Who did those two songs? This person definitely became famous because of a TV show. Without question, this was a television show, Discovery. Kelly Clarkson. Noah, you got it. Kelly Clarkson, absolutely. All right, here we go. 82 until 1988. The 1982 song was called Hard to Say I'm Sorry. The 1988 song was called Look Away. What is the name of this artist? It's a group. And they are still performing to this day. They were formed in the early 70s, and they're still going at it. They think they were formed in the late 60s. It is Chicago. Noah, you're number one here. You're first on it. Chicago. Okay, 83 to 89 are the 6 years in question. The song, 1983, Tell Her About It. 1989, We Didn't Start the Fire. Who am I talking about? Legendary performer. He now sells out Madison Square Garden, I think 2 dates a month. Every month he plays twice, at least twice a month. And he sells out every month all the time. Madison Square Garden. Noah Lemon, Billy Joel. Yeah, Billy Joel, Tell Her About It. We didn't start the fire. All right, the last one. Here we go. Last one, 2001 until 2007. The 2001 song is called Fallen. And the 2007 song is called No One. Fallen and No One. Who am I talking about? 6 years between number one hits, the last one of the night for this quiz right here. Who am I after on this one? Alicia Keys. Yes. No, again, it's Alicia Keys. Well done, everyone. You guys picked them all off. I didn't have to give you very many hints at all. Really nicely done, guys. Fantastic job. All right, let's take a look at the next one. All right, I got another one for you. Can you tell me the countries that have the longest coastlines? The longest coastlines countries of the world. I'm looking for 25 of them. See how fast you can pick these off. Countries with the longest coastlines of the world. Alrighty, here we go. Mike Bush, the United States of America. The USA is definitely here. It's number 2 in the world, the number 2 longest coastline, USA. Susan R. is thinking Peru, and Peru would not be in the top 25. Canada, BC, yeah, that's number 1. Canada is the #1 country, 265,000 kilometers. The United States, 133,000, almost about half. Noah Lemon, Russia, #3 country, the Russia, 110,000 kilometers of coastline. Nina Frank has Brazil, yep, 133,000 kilometers, 10th longest. Australia, BC, yep, #6 in the world, 66,530 kilometers of coastline. Cruise with us. China, #12 in the world for coastline, 30,017. Let's see here. Chile, Noah Lemon, Chile, #5 coastline, 78,500 kilometers. The United Kingdom, Mike Bush, the UK, yep, 17th longest coastline, 19,717. I think that includes the territories as well. I'm pretty sure. Let's see here. Italy, BC is wondering about Italy. Italia, it's actually #29. The boot and everything, it's only #29. It's not actually in the top 25, but it has 9,200, well, 2,000 kilometers short of making the list. But there it is. Let's see here. China, we did. Brazil, we've done, I believe. Yep. Let's see. Argentina has been guessed. Argentina is not on the list at all. Japan just came in. Japan has the 13th longest coastline, 29,000 kilometers. New Zealand just came in here. Yes, New Zealand is 18th in the world, 17,200 kilometers of coastline. Well done. Cleveland, Ohio, how about that? Spain, España is a guess. Nope, Spain not in the top 25. Norway, yeah, #7 in the world for coastline. Those Baltic countries are in here. It's 57,000. Philippines, Donnell, yes, sir. #9 in the world, 33,900 kilometers. Portugal has just been guessed. Nope, Portugal not there. Sweden is #14 in the world, 26,000 kilometers. Nina, I knew you'd get that one. Mike Bush, Malaysia. Malaysia is #28, just off the list at 9,300, just off the top 25. Finland, I think have we done Finland? No, we haven't done Finland. #11, 31,000. Well done. Indonesia, #4, 95,000. You now have the top 7 in a row. You're only missing #8, and then you're good until 15. Poland just came in here. No, Poland is not a lot of coastline. South Africa, not enough coastline to count. Greenland, no, but the country that actually owns Greenland is the one that would work. Who owns Greenland? There's a secondary quiz for you guys, a secondary cruise, a trivia question. Who owns Greenland? Iceland just came in. Iceland is not on the top list, and Iceland doesn't own Greenland. Nina Frank, Denmark. Susan R. Denmark. Yes, Denmark owns Greenland, and Denmark, Greenland combined, 8th largest in the world, 49,000 kilometers. That gives us the top 14. We've only got about 7 or 8 to go. Let's see, Iceland, no. Let me give you hints. The country immediately south of the United States, a country just north of Australia, near Indonesia, a country with the 2nd highest population in the world, a country with a lot of ruins in it. Ancient ruins would be a big guess there. An island nation just south of the United States in the Gulf of Mexico. Caribbean Sea is or Gulf of Mexico. All right, we've got Mexico coming in, country just south of the United States. That's right, #15 in the world. India, 2nd most populated country in the world, #19. Russia, we've done already. Let's see here, Jamaica, no, but the island just north of Jamaica, there's a bigger island that the Trump doesn't like this place. It's Cuba. Susan R. Yes, Cuba, #22 in the world for coastline. I'm looking for a country very near Japan, near China, kind of near Russia, and it's the southern half of this peninsula. There's a big hint for you. Another country I'm looking for is where the United States fought in a war in the 60s and 70s. What was that country where a lot of American boys lost their lives in the 60s and 70s? And then the country just off of the coast of Florida where we love to go cruising, What is the name of that country? They got a whole bunch of islands over there. We've got South Korea. There we go. Thank you, South Korea, number 23. Vietnam, that is right, number 24. The country with ruins, ancient ruins. The oldest democracy in the world is from this country. What am I talking about? Where is this place? We have the Bahamas right next to the USA, number 25. That's right. Taiwan? No, not Taiwan. Egypt? No. Egypt does not have a big coastline. Greece. There we go. Susan Ardonell. Nina, you've got Greece. Thank you very much. The other one was Myanmar and Papua New Guinea. Those are the only two you didn't get, but I'm not going to give you hints for those because I don't even know what hints to give. Those are the top 25 coastline countries of the world, guys. Well done. You went through a zillion of them. All right, now here's one. This is going to be kind of fun. Can you tell me the top 10 most popular candy bars? Chocolate candy bars, all right? Or chocolate candy snacks. Chocolate candy bars or candy snacks, 10 most popular. What are they? Tell me. Noah's thinking Reese's. Yes, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups is one of them for sure. Well done. Reese's comes in at number 2, Peanut Butter Cups. Well done. Here they come. They're coming in like crazy. Donnell is thinking Mars bars. Not in the top 10, which I couldn't believe it. Nina, Frank, Twix. Twix. No, I don't have Twix. Noah Lemon, Kit Kat. Yeah, Kit Kat, number 3 chocolate bar in the world. Hershey's. Yes, Hershey's, number 10 chocolate bar. Number 10, Hershey's. Thank you, Masters Game. Snickers, number 1 in the world. Snickers, absolutely, BC. Milky Way, number 5 is Milky Way. Butterfinger, number 4. Well done, Nina. Mars, Hershey's, Snickers. M&M's, yes, number 8, M&M's. Thank you, Sylvia. Milky Way, Snickers, Fifth Avenue Bar. O. Henry, number 9. Thank you, not Fifth Avenue, though. Mounds, no, I don't have Mounds. I got 2 left. Only 2 left. The number 6 and number 7 most favorite. It's chocolate candies or chocolate bars. Hershey Kisses. No, we've just got the Hershey bar. We got Snickers, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, Kit Kat, Butterfinger, Milky Way, M&M's, O. Henry, and Hershey bar. 2 to go. Mr. Good Bar, Mallow Cups, and Smarties. Neither. One of them is named after a famous baseball player from the 20s, a New York Yankee home run hitter from the 20s. Bounty Coffee Crisp. The other one is named after gentlemen that used swords to defend themselves. Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth is the baseball player, but what's the name of the chocolate bar? It's Baby Ruth. That's right. Masters Game, Baby Ruth. And there were these guys that used these swords to defend themselves. There were 3 of them. 3 Musketeers, Masters Game. 3 Musketeers bar. That's the last one. Well done, you guys. Snickers, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, Kit Kat, Butterfinger, Milky Way, 3 Musketeers, Baby Ruth, M&M's, O. Henry, and Hershey bar. Not bad. All right, one more trivia question left to go if I am right. No, I got 2 more. 2 more if you can handle that many, folks. 2 more. The first one is kind of a downer, but it's still a trivia question. Here we go. Can you name the countries with the highest murder rates? The countries with the highest murder rates. Yeah, tell me the country. There's 30 of them that I'm looking for here. The countries where you're bound to get murdered more likely than not murdered than not, but the ones with the highest murder rate. Okay, let me know. All right, Pakistan and China. I don't know if either of those are on this list. Let me just quickly look. No, neither of them on the list. Afghanistan. Afghanistan. Boy, you'd think so with all the nonsense going on there, but they're not on this list either. Maybe they can't keep statistics because too many cops get murdered and they can't keep the list going. Masters Game, the United States of America, the USA. No, the United States is not in the top 30. America has problems, but it's not one of these problems. But there's still enough people getting murdered in the U.S. Don't worry about that. Donnell. Russia. Yes, sir. Russia is on the list. Number 20. Their number, what are they here? 29, 20, number 28. 21.6 murders per 100,000 people. Let's see, the United Kingdom, the UK, no, very few guns compared to the USA, so no. But even the US isn't on the list, which is nice to see. Noah has Mexico. Mexico, you think with all the drug wars and all the gang violence, Mexico isn't on the list either. I can't believe it. Noah thinking Syria. What about Syria, Bruce? That's a real mess. It is, but I don't think they have statistics that we can rely on in Syria. Sweden, Nina Frank. What about Sweden? The Swedes are killing everybody, left, right, and center. No, not the Swedes. Susan R. What about Jamaica? Number 2, Jamaica, number 2. 59.5 murders for 100,000 people. Jamaica, number 2 problem. Yes. Cindy, Iran, the country of Iran. No, they don't have a high murder rate in Iran. Let's see here. Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic. Yep, 24.8 per 100,000. Looks like around about 19th place in the world, Dominican Republic. Lebanon. Lebanon? No, not Lebanon. Jordan. I thought Jordan maybe, but no, Jordan is not on the list either. No. El Salvador. El Salvador, yeah, number 1, 2, 3, 4, number 5, 51.9 murders per 100,000. El Salvador. Yeah. Honduras, number 1 in the world. Number 1, 61.3 murders per 100,000. Honduras and Jamaica are 1 and 2. I wouldn't be proud of that, but they are. China not on the list. Malaysia not on the list. Honduras under South Africa. Yes, 36.8. Looks like about number 10. Venezuela. Yep, number 5 at 52. Unfortunately, Masters game. Haiti. The country of Haiti. I don't think they have reliable statistics. That's why they're not here. Paraguay. The country of Paraguay. Not on the list. Ecuador. Looking for Ecuador. I don't see Ecuador. Not here. Nope. No Ecuador. Costa Rica. Not on the list. Uruguay. No. Uruguay's not here. Let's see. The Philippines. Someone just guessed the Philippines for the murder rate. Nope. I don't have the Philippines either. Ecuador, no. Colombia, yes, 35.9, about 13th highest. Bolivia. Nope, no Bolivia. Panama. Nope, I don't have Panama either. North Korea. No statistics available there. Guyana. Guyana. Yes, the last one on the list. Number 30, 21 per 100,000. Guyana. Can only see my own comments. I don't know what's going on, Nina. Troy H. Peru. Peru not on the list. Let's see here. Noah, Central African Republic. Let's see here. Yes, Central African Republic, 29.3, about 16th, 17th on the list. Sierra Leone. Nope. I thought it would be, but it's not. New Guinea. New Guinea, not on the list. No. France, the country of France for a high murder rate. No. Tanzania. Yes, 24.5, about 20th on the list. Nigeria. Nigeria, not in the top 30. Poland, the country of Poland, I don't think so. No, not Poland. Malaysia, I don't think so. No, not Malaysia. Guam, that's U.S. territory. China, no. Egypt. Murder rate in Egypt, not on the charts. Morocco is not on the list. India, nope, not on the list. Ukraine, well, they got a war problem, but they don't have a murder problem. No. Angola. Angola. Boy, you'd think some of these would be on here, but they're not. They're not on here. Ireland, nope, not on here. A country just south of Mexico. Let's see here. A couple of countries we go cruising to in the Caribbean are here on this list, believe it or not. Angola, Ireland, Vatican, Mali. Mali, no. Lesotho. Yes, 33 per 100, number 15 on the list. Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire, third worst in the world, 56.9. Panama has been guessed again. Do not have Panama here. Belize, yes, 34.4, 14th highest murder rate. Panama, no. St. Kitts, yes, St. Kitts and Nevis. We're going cruising in St. Kitts. Oh my gosh, we're going to St. Kitts on our group cruise. Stay together, stay together. 45, that's in the top 10, believe it or not, St. Kitts. The Bahamas, yes. The Bahamas is number 29, murder rate, highest in the world, 21.5. The Bahamas, I keep talking about Nassau, and people from Nassau keep telling me I'm a racist. I'm telling you, Bahamas has a problem. Haiti, we did. Belize, we did. Guinea-Bissau. Guinea-Bissau, I'm not showing it. I'm looking for African countries. I'm definitely looking for a bunch of African countries. The most populated country in South America is here. By far the most populated. Let's see here. Haiti, Belize, Guinea-Bissau. Wow. Puerto Rico. No, that's a U.S. territory. I'm looking for more Caribbean islands. One of them is just north of Venezuela. It has 3 names in its name, this country, just north of Venezuela, islands. Brazil, yep, Brazil, 22.8 murders per 100,000, top 25 in the world. Argentina is not, not one of the problem children in South America, but there are others. Curacao, no, not Curacao. Brazil, India, no. Malawi, yes, 36 murders per 100,000. Yes, that's an African country. I need more. Cote d'Ivoire, I got it. I need more African countries. I still need an island country just north of Venezuela. I need another country in the Leeward Islands. And I need another country in the Leeward Islands. 3 more Caribbean islands. We go cruising to these places, believe it or not. Believe it or not. Honduras. Honduras. If we've done it already, we've done it, but it's not still out there. Mozambique is not in the African countries I'm looking for. Nigeria, no. Surrey, British Columbia. Zambia, yes, 38 murders per 100. That's a top 10. Chad, maybe. Someone is mistyping it. Senegal. Not seeing Senegal either. I've got the Republic of the Congo, and I've got the Democratic Republic of the Congo, just, to mix those 2 in. Get them off the list. Trinidad and Tobago. Yes, Trinidad and Tobago, number 10 in the world, 41.1 murders per 100, 10th highest murder rate in the world in beautiful Trinidad. South Africa, no. Tobago, there it is. Thank you, Susan. Aruba, not Aruba. No, not Aruba. We still have a couple of cruising islands to go to, that we go to, and African. I'm looking for Guatemala, just south of Mexico, number 6 in the world. Uganda, top 12. Ethiopia, top 20. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, top 20. Sudan, 22. St. Lucia, 23. Guinea, 22. And Burundi, about 25th worst in the world for murder rates. Oh my gosh, got to be careful, guys. What can I say? All righty, let's go for one more trivia question. One last one. This is it. We're done after this one. It's a short one. There's only 10 correct questions. And let's see how you guys do on this one. We did this a long time ago, and I think we had a good time with it. But what was number 1, Bruce? The number 1 murder rate country was Honduras, I think it was. Okay, here we go. Last trivia quiz. Here it comes. Can you tell me? Oh, I thought I had it here. I haven't got it written up. It is, can you name the top 10 ice cream consuming countries? Countries that eat the most ice cream per person. What are these countries that eat the most ice cream per person per year in pints or liters? This is liters. Who are the biggest ice cream chompers of the world? Noah, you've got the United States coming in here. Number 2 country in the world for ice cream, 13.7, tied with the number 1 country for love and ice cream. Susan Artel saying kids to get it cleaned up there. Ninok, Sweden, number 4. Sweden is number 4 at 11.7 liters. Nina Frank, Australia, number 1 in the world for ice cream, tied with the USA, 13.7 liters a person per year. Yes, indeed. Noah Lemon, Finland for ice cream, number 9 in the world. Finland, 8.5 liters. Masters game, the United Kingdom, not in the top 10, not the UK. Cindy Bridges, Canada? Yes, I'm doing my part. Canada, 8th in the world, 9.1 liters. I'm above that, I'm sure, with my Costco ice cream. I love that stuff. Noah Lemon, India. No, not enough refrigerators down there to handle all those people. Noah Lemon, New Zealand. Yeah, number 3 in the world, 13.3 liters. New Zealand and Australia and the USA, top 3. Sweden, number 4. Indonesia, not even close. China, nope. Germany, not in the top 10. France, not in the top 10. Italy, not in the top 10. Russia, no. Spain, no. China, no. Philippines, nope, 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 nope. 4 to go. All of these countries are in, well, 3 of them are in Europe. 1 in the Middle East, interestingly enough. 3 in Europe, 1 in the Middle East. 4 to go. Who loves ice cream? What are these countries? We've got Australia, USA, New Zealand, Sweden, Canada, Finland. Who's left? Greece, Hungary? Nope, nope, not those 2. Who else? Any more guesses? 3 European countries. The Netherlands? Nope, but next door. Greece? Not Greece. Who else? Who else? 1 Middle East country. 3 European countries. Germany? Nope. Not Germany. This is like Xmas as a kid, all the fun and no cash spent. Denmark, yes, number 6 is Denmark, 9.3 liters. Leaves 2 European countries to go. Switzerland, nope. Not the Swiss, they're not in the top 10. France, nope. Belgium, nope. Who else? Who else? One of these European countries is an island, and the other one is way north. Way north. Norway, yes, number 10 is Norway. Thank you, Nina. Austria, Belgium, no, no. Albania, no, no. An island in Europe and a Mideast country. Not Malta, not Malta. Iceland, not Iceland, no. There's another island in Europe that this country is in. Finland, no. And then the Middle East country. Where in the Middle East do they eat lots of ice cream? Poland, Ireland, Donnell. Ireland, your place. You bet, buddy. Ireland, 5th highest ice cream consumers, 10.2 liters a year. That leaves a Middle East country as our last guess for ice cream lovers. Lebanon, just south of Lebanon. South and west of Jordan, south of Syria, northwest of Afghanistan, way northwest of Dubai. Troy H is going, take care. Not United Arab Emirates, new. They do enjoy ice cream there, but that's not the country I'm thinking of. This country is on the Mediterranean Sea, not Qatar. No, not Qatar, not Pakistan. We're talking south of Syria, south of Lebanon, on the Mediterranean. Who am I talking about? A lot of Americans live here. Not Lebanon, not Oman. No, a lot of Americans live here. They've moved to die here because of their heritage. Nina Frank. Israel, you got it. It's Israel. Number 7 in the world, 9.3 liters per year. They love their ice cream in Israel. There's American habits they brought back with them for sure. That does it. Those are the answers. The most popular ice cream eaters: Australia, USA, New Zealand, Sweden, Ireland, Denmark, Israel, Canada, Finland, Norway. Those are your top 10. And that does trivia for the day, for the week. I hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you enjoyed my trivia. Hope you enjoyed all of the socializing we did tonight. Hope you enjoyed my news. And I appreciate you all being here. Have a great week. I'll see you next week from Calgary with Mr. Stinky. We're going to see if we can get him to make an appearance or so, and we'll have fun with Mr. Stinky. I loved having you by. Check out in about an hour. I should have a new video up that I'll try to get completed tonight, and I'll get another video going, and then we'll see what happens tomorrow. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. Stay safe, stay warm, stay healthy, and if you're warm out there, stay cool. And thank you for being here. Nice to have you all coming by to join me. Thank you for the thumbs ups today on this show, live show, and all the videos I make. I really appreciate it, and all your comments as well. All right, guys, there it is. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you next week. Take care, and bye for now.